One. Welcome back to Reliving the Glory Days podcast hosted by Sam Tigna, me, and
Jakin McDonald. That's me.
I just want to start out with saying a fun fact, two fun facts, kind of shocking. The first fun fact is, did you know OMG was traced back to 1917?
For real?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's what did
That's
they send that with? Like carrier pigeon? Like
maybe, I don't know.
I
That's
don't.
I don't know. But
That's
shocking
crazy.
fact number two is that 80% of the viewers who are watching this podcast are not subscribed to the YouTube channel,
What?
according to our
Not subscribe.
YouTube analytics. So if you want to support this podcast, just hit subscribe. It's free. And it kind of motivates us to do more of these.
Yeah, I don't. Sam's being real nice about it. I'm not going to be nice about it. Okay, hit the button. Hit
It's
the button,
free.
and no one gets hurt. That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's free. No one's. There's no reason not to. Right?
Yeah.
Oh man,
So with that out of the way, how have you been?
pretty good. Pretty good. I'm back home over the semester break, and
Yeah.
so OBU ended early, so I'm done with
Mhm.
classes. And
Finals
so,
and everything out of the way?
yeah, that's all out of the way. We're all good.
Lucky.
And so, yeah, I got
I,
it all done early.
I just got done with my history final today.
Oh yeah, how'd it go? You
Easy.
feel all right about it?
It's an essay open-ended. This is legit
Oh
what
yeah.
it was is what are four of the topics we talked about that you found most interesting and helped
Uh-huh.
you look at the world that we live in today? That was question
Oh
one. Question two
yes.
was what are name 2 to 4 topics that you wish we covered or went more in depth. So
Wow. Yeah, that's dope. That's like yeah, because I'm feeling a lot of room to kind of use some flowery language if you're missing facts and stuff.
yeah,
I feel like there's a lot of room there to just kind of, a little fluff there, a little fluff here.
yeah, but
And plus your dad is a big history dude, so
yeah,
I'm sure you had a lot to say about that second one.
yeah. Uh, the only final I'm worried about, not worried about, but like really studying is my
Yeah.
communications final.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Is that like a speech or is that a
No,
essay or is it like a
it's
tech
like
test?
it's 50 multiple choice questions,
Okay.
but he makes the exams worth a buttload of points.
Ooh, yeah,
You
okay.
know,
So
so
he
that's
weights it weird, yeah,
yeah. So I mean, he makes it a lot of points.
for
It's
sure.
not like
So there's just a
50
lot riding on it.
exactly.
Hmm.
So I mean, and then I have a health final.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
I mean,
I don't know. It's like eat this
it's
carrot
Coach,
as the final.
it's
I don't
Coach
know.
Roberts. You know, like Coach Roberts
Oh,
taught me
really?
well.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know,
yeah.
except for
Come on
the
now.
sexual stuff,
Oh
like
yeah.
the sex ed stuff, dude.
Sam does not know too much about that. He's not.
No, dude. Okay, for the viewers who are of age, look up genital herpes
Ugh.
or testicle warts. Look at that and then think, do
I
I want sex?
do I want it that bad?
Dude, I lost my appetite for 2 days. I didn't,
Which appetite?
dude, I couldn't eat for two
Uh,
days. Like she
oh
showed
my
up a picture,
goodness.
dude, magnified picture. Not
Oh
like, oh,
man.
this is what it looks like. No, like, see, it has a
Oh.
blister and a hair right there. Dude, and I was so hungry before work, so I got like an 8 count grilled.
Oh yeah.
And I looked
Oh
at it, I was
yeah.
like, no,
Yeah.
no.
And
I think I
that's rough.
lost maybe 2 pounds. I didn't eat for 2 days.
Yeah. That's one type of diet
Dude.
is health class at
Oh,
UCO.
and I was telling my dad about that, and Gunnar was in the back of the truck. And it was
Hmm.
really funny. Cause I was like, I've never seen those. And me and my dad just said, look it up. About
Oh
2 hours
man.
later, we just hear across the house, oh my gosh. And
It's a
like,
bad decision. I,
dude,
I don't know why you would look into that. Like, is there any world when Googling that would yield any sort of positive emotion? Like I don't know what he expected to happen.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Yeah. My goodness.
Yeah, there's one thing I kind of want to. I've been thinking about this since day one. All right,
Mm.
and I mean day one of the podcast.
Hmm.
We need an intro song.
We need an intro song for sure. We
Yeah,
absolutely do.
I mean, like the podcast that comes to mind that has an intro song is Two Bears,
Hmm.
One Cave.
Okay. Is that the
Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura.
yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, I've
The
seen
intro
quite a
song
few
is
clips of that.
hilarious. It gets right to the point.
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, that would be fun to have, but
For sure. Yeah. I might work on that. That might be kind
mm,
of fun. That might
yeah,
be kind of cool.
dude.
But yeah, that's dope. Man, so
How's
I've
Thanksgiving?
been done. It was good. It was very good. The only area when we were lacking was we didn't have any mac and cheese. And that's kind of I don't know. I don't know how you feel about it, but to me at least, that's one of the pillars. That's one of the load bearing dishes
Okay,
for Halloween.
you mean Thanksgiving?
For Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wait, is
goodness.
it like homemade mac and cheese or like?
Yes, I'm saying
Okay.
like not Kraft mac and
No, but
cheese.
like, is it
I'm
like?
saying like homemade, like you put the cheeses in there, with the breadcrumbs on top,
Oh,
all of
okay,
that,
okay,
all like quality mac and cheese.
yeah. I mean, for some reason, like I love Thanksgiving, but
Mm-hmm.
this one wasn't too different. And by the way,
It
does
wasn't too
this?
different, like it
Yeah.
didn't.
By the way, does this mic sound okay?
Yeah, no, you sound good.
Okay, because on the last one I was using my earbuds
Uh-huh,
and I sounded too soft, like
for
quiet.
sure.
So
No, yeah, you're good. You're good. You
yeah,
sound good right now.
but this Thanksgiving was. I mean, it was different. We didn't have a part of our family didn't show up due to COVID. We didn't want to risk it,
Right. Mm-hmm.
honor them, and another part of the family didn't show up. So they kind of brought like a kind of like mac and cheese.
Okay,
It was like
yeah.
mac and cheese. It sounds better than what it is. It's good, but how I'm gonna describe it makes it sound like the greatest thing in the world.
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
like a butter noodle, like a lasagna noodle.
Okay. Okay.
Inside of it, it's like like mac and cheese burrito.
Okay. Oh.
Like it sounds
Oh.
amazing.
Oh.
It
I don't know
sounds,
why you're doing your family like this. Like you're like it could be so great, but they really just fumble the bag
but
every year.
I'm just saying, like it's
Hmm.
outshined by the stuffing and the mashed potatoes.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
if you
Uh-huh.
showed up to
Yeah.
like a Fourth of July with that, hands down. But I mean, it's Thanksgiving,
Okay. Right. Yeah. You gotta come heavy.
and I
All
didn't.
right. So are you a turkey or a ham person? We gotta address that as well.
This year was different.
It was different. Did
This year
you
was
like you
different.
used to have an opinion and then this year changed it?
I mean, I like honey ham.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Like my nana makes some good honey ham, but I don't know the
Hmm.
turkey this year. It just hit different.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. I don't.
it was juicy. Like I mean,
Yeah, that's what it is. Is it's make or break. If the turkey is moist, it's a
dude,
world beater.
and I
It's a
swear,
world
okay.
beater. But if it's dry,
Oh, it's the
worst
worst,
meat.
worst thing.
Worst meat. It's the risk reward is insane.
Hmm. But I
Ham
will
is
say
just
this. Yeah, ham.
right there.
Okay, I will say this. If we're talking like store bought, like lunch meat, turkey,
Uh-huh.
turkey.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
You
Okay.
know, but like
Okay.
if you're like
Okay.
cutting from the animal,
Hmm.
ham.
Okay.
You
It's
know,
fair. It's fair.
that's just my forte. But I mean, like,
My
what
dog
was
just
really
opened the
crazy?
door. I don't,
What was really crazy?
which
Like my family, we get the leftovers for Thanksgiving because
oh
one, look
yeah.
at me,
Hmm.
I'm big,
Gotta do it. Yeah.
and
Feed the beast.
like yeah, and the turkey, I guess like the fat or the juices kind of gelatinized in the thing.
Oh. Oh.
Like
Good thing or a
it,
bad thing?
good thing for the turkey, it kept
Oh.
its dude, it kept it moist.
They're moist, yeah.
Like I
Uh,
like if you looked at it and like I tried it because I was curious, it
right,
wasn't
right.
that the jelly wasn't that good. The turkey jelly, that's weird to say. It wasn't that
Okay, yeah.
good, but the turkey, I was like, this is better than it was on Thanksgiving.
Hey, hey, okay. All right. The reheat value on the turkey
Okay,
was
but
good this year.
another Thanksgiving thing. are you like when you go to Thanksgiving, are you like I'm about the main course or are you more of a side person?
Oh, okay.
Like
So for me, I don't think this is a very shared experience, but my great grandmother, okay, has a signature dish. It's a side dish, okay. I guarantee you 10 out of 10 times you would not be able to guess what this dish is. Because it's not when I think of this, it embodies Thanksgiving for me, but it's not at all a classic
I'm
Thanksgiving
gonna
food.
guess. Oh, it's not a
Try
classic?
it.
Okay.
It's not at all.
I was gonna guess yams because like that.
Yams, okay, yams hit. Yams hit. Those are great, but not like this dish,
Okay,
okay?
because like when you said it hits and it's not what you think, like for me, yams are hit or miss.
Okay.
Like I've
And so you're
had
like that has a high
mhm.
ceiling, you know,
It depends when you buy them and when you make it. And
for sure.
my cousin Rexy, how she makes yams makes me sick.
It's just nasty.
She's 9 years old, and this is what she
Oh,
puts with her yams: marshmallows and sometimes chocolate syrup.
what?
Dude, I
I don't
tried
know
it.
about that.
I
I
tried it.
don't
I'm one
uh-huh.
of those guys
Of
like,
course you did. I mean,
yeah,
I
when it
you
comes
have
to
to like
food,
yeah,
you have to knock it. You have to try it before you knock it.
right, exactly. I'd try
I
anything
couldn't
once, you
even
know.
like I felt like how most people would do with the spaghetti from Elf. Like it was in my
Uh,
mouth. The texture was right, but everything else was off.
mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. No, okay. All right. All right. Moving into better waters here. Okay, so
Yes.
the dish, okay, is my great grandmother's fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. I'm on my wiggles here. This is
I would
okay.
never
The
have guessed that.
fruit salad.
Like that would have
I know you
like
wouldn't have. I
I
know you
would
wouldn't have. It's not a Thanksgiving thing. It's
no
not.
like I would not have even guessed that. Period. Like no matter what holiday that like fruit salad,
Right.
I
No,
would never have guessed.
it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. But it's so good. Oh my goodness. It's so she puts like it's like a really soupy fruit salad. It's not like a
Okay.
dry, it's not like apple slices and orange wedges. It's like we're talking like grape juice and
Ooh.
frozen strawberries and all sorts of like you've got like sliced grapes, sliced apples, oranges. It's amazing. It is phenomenal. Blackberries in there, amazing. It's so good. And so my great grandmother is getting very old, and so she did not make it to Thanksgiving this year, but we have the recipe, and so someone made it. I don't know who made it,
Was it
but
as good?
my uncle and I, I mean, here's the thing: it's never going to be as good. It's never going to be as good because there's just a talent in that woman
Yeah,
that I
yeah.
will never understand. But it blew me away this year. I forgot how hard it hit. Like I think just this year being so long, it felt like so long since I had had that fruit salad, and it was so
Mhm.
good. It blew me away. So that was the highlight for me. That was
Okay.
the highlight for me. It was really good,
I will say
really
this,
good.
thanks this Thanksgiving, I didn't eat as much as I thought I would.
Honestly, yes. Like I don't know what
Like
it is.
like so I haven't been running recently this week because I'm
Hmm.
studying for finals, but like
Right, right.
2 weeks before Thanksgiving, I was like, I'm gonna just run kind of fast. And when Thanksgiving came, I was like, I'm not gonna go for a run. I saw my mom like open up the oven and take out a fresh apple pie.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I gotta hit the treadmill.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
just
I
have to.
gotta make some room for that.
Dude,
You're like,
I swear, like I maybe had when I say one plate, it's a big plate, but I mean I had one
right,
plate,
right. Uh-huh.
and I think I had more dessert.
Yeah. I I don't know what it is. I think as maybe I've eaten the same amount of food, but as I've gotten older, it's felt like I don't know, I'm not built like I used to be built,
Yeah,
you know, like I used to
because you
be
don't
able
have
to just
Coach
go in
Roberts
there.
like making you run
I
doubles
guess
every week.
that's what it is. I
You
think
know?
probably is I'm just not getting just every calorie sucked out of me every week. And so I've got a little bit more
I will
like,
say this. My problem is snacking.
oh,
Like,
preach on it.
like I can have like
Mhm.
I won't be like I'll have like 2 eggs for breakfast and a glass of milk
Mhm.
and I'm good.
Oh yeah.
And like for lunch, I'll have like a somewhat small lunch like microwaved meals or like
Mhm.
oven wings. But
Right.
like, that time between breakfast and lunch and breakfast and dinner, I need to
Mhm.
be on the other side of the house. Because if I'm in
Oh
my
yeah.
kitchen, like my brain just goes, I think there's something in the fridge. And
Yeah,
if there's so-
exactly.
if there's
Exactly.
something I like in the fridge, like and I don't
That's
need to
tough.
heat it up,
Mhm.
it's gone.
Yeah. Convenience is so when I went to college, okay, so I'm down a lot of weight right now. I left for college,
Yeah.
okay, at 225. I am 205 right now.
No.
I promise you. I
How?
lost 20 pounds in a semester. And I'll tell you exactly what it is I didn't have money for snacks. I was away from home and I didn't have snacks. And so I ate every meal. I felt full. I was being healthy, drinking my water, but I just didn't have snacks and I dropped 20 pounds. I feel like a strong enough gust of wind could just take me. I feel like a just minuscule man. It's
I'm
crazy.
kind of jealous.
It's a little bit ridiculous, and I don't know how I feel about it because I feel small, and
Yeah.
for the past 5 years of
But
my
you have your
life,
height,
it's been about getting big.
You have your
That's
height.
true. I have my
You
height.
have your
Yeah.
height in like your arms to make you like
Hmm.
not look small. You know?
Thank you.
You know?
Sam,
Yeah.
you always know what to say. It
Yeah.
just thank you. I appreciate you.
But like for me, like I'm not really like because the heaviest I've been not in the hospital
Uh-huh. Right. Not
because I
like
was like
pumped
270.
full of fluids. Yeah.
I was two. Coach Roberts did the math. I was almost 280
Mm, mm-mm. That's
or
crazy.
like almost
I don't.
270,
Oh my
something
goodness.
crazy like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But the heaviest I've been was like 245,
Hmm.
and
Okay.
like
Yeah.
nowadays I'm like I'm not like losing, but I'm not like gaining. I'm
Right. Yeah.
like if you ask me how much I weigh, I'm like, well, today I might weigh 235. Tomorrow I might
Hmm.
weigh like 240. I don't know. But then like
Right. Exactly.
every day
Yeah.
it's like just different.
It just
It's
wavers for sure.
like
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
like working
Definitely.
out to lose weight. I'm just working out so like when I run, I don't feel fat.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
know,
Yeah.
like I don't
Uh
feel
huh.
I'm not out of breath as fast.
Yeah. Exactly. Just working out to stay healthy. I think that's been a weird transition for me. Is because working
Yeah,
out in high school for football had like a sense of urgency to it. Like,
like because you were working out to go fight.
yes,
You
exactly. And
know,
so you were, yeah, you were, it
you
was
were trying to be you're
every
working
rep.
out to be the alpha male.
Exactly. I was in the gym to be the strongest guy on the field. Like that
Yeah,
was the goal, right? And so like whether I got there or not, but like there was an urgency to when I was lifting of like I have to get the extra rep or I have to put on the extra 5 pounds because
yeah.
it's like that little like the pushing in that direction. And now it's like I'm not I'm not fighting anybody. Like I'm not no one cares
I've
if I can lift
yeah,
5 pounds more, 5 pounds less,
dude.
you
I
know?
miss like I keep saying this, and Gunnar's like, dude, I could take you. I'm like, no. Like I miss weight training.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like every time I mention it up, like my dad's like, yeah. My brother's like, yeah, let me help you. I'm like, no, you're not Coach Roberts.
I'm not doing this.
Like,
No.
like,
Uh-huh.
okay, listeners, I have mentioned Coach Roberts maybe 7 times this episode.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you got to do a little
Coach
quick bio.
Roberts is, I'm trying to make this sound nice. He is, besides my father, is the best coach out there.
Oh. Oh,
I'm
it's
not
a hot
saying,
take. I'm not going to disagree. I'm
yeah,
not going to disagree.
like
That's
out
a
of
hot
all the
take.
coaches I've been with, Coach Roberts is like the coach, you know?
Yeah.
because like he
Hmm.
wasn't. I mean, he helped defensive wise,
Yeah,
but he
yeah.
was at it. He was strength and conditioning,
That was
and
his focus. He helped around, but that was his focus, was the nutrition and
yeah,
the health of the
I
players.
think he might have said this at Duke. I don't know, but it was during shuttles, and
Yeah. Uh-huh.
like the bigs were out of breath. I was about to die. I think it was
Uh-huh.
I think it was my first time doing shuttles at Deer Creek. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But like a big threw up right next to me. He's like, "We got 2 more reps. I know you guys can't breathe, and you feel like you're gonna die, but you're not." I was
So,
like,
he
"Thanks,
said that.
coach.
I don't
Thanks."
know if he said that when he was at Norman North or at Dew Creek,
But
but
that's like,
that's such a him thing. Like he's
like,
just like, I know, but you're fine. So keep
like,
going.
thanks,
Like,
coach.
uh,
This, see, there's my lung.
exactly.
There's my lung right there, coach. Yeah.
Exactly. Like Coach Roberts was definitely the type of guy to basically he was, you would say
Gosh.
like, Coach, I've eaten as much as I can. And he'd go, you can get a bite. You can get a bite more. And then, or like you're just walking over to him, just jelly legs, just shaking. And he's
He's
like,
a
go hit a few more lunges, McDonald. Just like go get a few more.
yeah,
Like that was
dude.
just him. Yeah. And so oh man.
Oh man.
Yeah, but I miss that. I miss that type of environment. But
Like
I
like
don't know if
people say,
that's a
"Oh, you could
thing.
get a personal trainer." Yeah, but it's like a
It's
thousand a
different.
session.
Yeah, oh, it's expensive.
It's
It's
expensive,
expensive too.
but like
Hmm.
again, like a trainer and a coach are two different things.
Yeah. Hmm.
A trainer is there to get you in shape,
Right.
just to get to results.
Yeah.
He wants to get to
Hmm.
point A to point B as fast as possible.
Right.
A coach
It's
starting
taking
point
you in right. It's
starting
taking
point
you in
is
the right
point.
direction forever.
Yeah, I'm talking about working out in general. Like I'm not going deep
Yeah.
level,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
but like with a coach when it comes to working out, your starting point is point A, and it's the
Hmm.
coach's mind. Your ending point is point Z.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Like he wants
Exactly.
point A is to show up every day. Point B,
Hmm.
technique. Point C, like just boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah. It's a completely different environment. And I liked the group lifting. Like I liked
Yes,
lifting with a team,
yes.
because it was you, you're like you have rest times in between your lifts and then so you walk over
But it
and
wasn't
you
like
go
a rest. It was
right. It was
I'm
let your muscle
resting,
recuperate a little bit so that
but
you can go kill it again. Yeah.
I'm still working out.
Right, exactly. And so it's like you could, you'd rack the weight and you walk over and you encourage somebody else who's lifting and then you go back, like that type of thing. Like I
Get
just
a sip
liked
of
the
water.
team.
Do your core workout right before you
Yeah,
hit the spot. You know,
exactly. Yeah.
dude.
It's yeah. And so it was so fun. Like I know I mean, going through football, everyone talks about how much you'll miss it and stuff. And I didn't really know
Well,
if
you
I
had your
would,
senior year. You're lucky,
I did. I know. Yeah, I know. I'm spoiled. I got to play my senior year.
dude.
Yeah,
But
I
man,
can't even imagine.
dude.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's just tough.
I mean, it was all for a bigger plan.
Yeah, God's
Yeah.
timing. It was the right direction.
Yeah.
It was God's plan, but that didn't make it easy. That doesn't
No.
make it fun.
But this
Um,
kind of
it,
segues into a kind of a topic I kind of want to talk about
mm,
a little bit is uh the past maybe I want to say that maybe the past 2 maybe 3 weeks it has been in my mind 24/7 is my time in the hospital.
mm,
Like
hmm
all day every day I think back to it.
yeah.
And I don't know why, but like every
hmm
day it's
This
like
has been heavy on your mind lately.
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
A part of me misses the simplicity.
hmm
Like
Yeah.
I didn't have to worry about school, work.
Yeah.
I just had to worry about
Just
uh
getting better.
making sure I'm
Just
not peeing the bed or
right. Yeah.
making
Exactly.
sure,
Yeah.
like stuff like
hmm
that. You
Yeah.
know?
I think there's probably a little bit of wisdom in that, in just kind of
I mean,
stripping down what matters. Because, like, I mean, there are plenty of things that
yeah.
matter in our life, but just stripping that down to, like, you know, each day for you was about just like the thought process is like, like, thank God I'm here. This is crazy that I'm here. I'm getting better. How do
Hmm.
I keep getting better? And so it's just
Yeah.
like you're just trying to move forward one step at a time. Sometimes literally one step at a time.
It was legit one step at a
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Listeners, if you don't know about the whole hospital thing, okay, I'm gonna make a plan. I'm gonna try this year for the 2 year anniversary to have a podcast episode about it. Hopefully with Jake and Logan.
Hmm.
But in the meantime, there's gonna be a video in the description. There's gonna be a link in the description to take you to the 700 Club
Yeah.
story that it did on me. It's a quick little recap, and you see the perspectives of mostly my parents because I was out of it. I haven't
Uh-huh.
really come. I haven't really told all my stories when I was awake. So I kind of
Hmm.
want to do that on the 2nd year anniversary podcast.
Yeah,
You
that'd be
know,
cool. I think that'd be a
because
good topic to
I mean
hit.
this podcast started like the title says, reliving the glory days. We're just
Yeah.
talking about the glory days,
Hmm.
and for some reason, this also segments into a topic that I have. Man, we've only been going for about 26 minutes. This is short.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Yeah. But nothing says glory days like one word and one number. Xbox 360.
Oh, oh yeah. Hmm. Oh yeah.
Dude.
That okay. So I
Does yours still
was
work?
mine still works. Mine still works. I don't have any games for it that still work. All the discs are scratched, and the hard drive that I had all the digital games on is bent out of shape or whatever. So it is a shell of the console it used to be. But I've still got it in my house.
Dude,
Like I've still got it.
you need to turn it on and just see what
Uh huh.
happens. Cause I was
Yeah.
cause I don't I'm me and Gunnar, we're still waiting for PlayStation 5 so we can play
Right.
Miles Morales. Okay, first of all, he keeps complaining to me. He's like, dude, I just want to play Miles. I'm like, you're the Batman fan. I'm the Spider-Man fan. I'm dying, literally.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm dying
Don't
slowly.
talk about how hard this is for you
I'm dying
because this is
slowly.
not an Arkham game. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. But I
Oh,
booted up the 360 to play Web of Shadows just because I beat
okay.
Spider-Man PlayStation 4
Hmm.
for like the 5th time. And I finally got 100% all achievements,
Oh yeah.
which
I'm proud
wasn't
of you.
hard. It really
No, I
wasn't.
mean, yeah, not for you at least. You
No, I mean
possible human being.
like I look back at the achievements and I realize like, wow, this is legit just like there wasn't any like hard ones. The only hard one was beat
Hmm.
the game on the hardest difficulty.
Yeah.
But I mean, everything else, like probably the hardest one was like get a 50 combo.
Right.
But that would
And you
happen
eat
like
those for
naturally.
breakfast.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But again, back to the 360. I booted mine up.
Uh-huh.
It sounded it's on its last legs.
Right.
It sounded like a lawnmower.
Just
Like a
yeah.
small lawnmower. Like, okay, I'll play a clip right
Mhm.
now. But dude, it sound like I want to play it for you, but at the same time I don't it would just be weird for the audience just to
I
see
got you.
what
I
it
got you.
sounds.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll send you it.
Yeah, just text me afterwards or
Dude,
whatever, but that's crazy. Yeah, like
I
Loki
mean,
he sounds like an airplane taking off in your media
no,
center.
it sounds like
It's
it's about
crazy.
to crash. It sounds like an airplane's about to crash.
It sounds like it is crashing. Like
Dude,
it's an
and
airplane in the
like
act of crashing.
middle of Web of Shadows, it froze. And I was
Hmm.
like, oh, it's the disc. But you know when like on the 360 or any console, when the game freezes, you can still press the home button.
Yeah, uh-huh.
The home button didn't work.
Couldn't the whole thing froze. It
The
was
whole
just
thing didn't work.
yeah, that oh man. I okay, low key. I wonder if they have the technology to make them last longer than they do. Because think capitalism wise, if your Xbox 360 lasted forever, wouldn't that, okay, maybe not you, right? But I'm saying like a casual gamer that plays like a game every once in a while, not really super into it, doesn't have
Oh,
games that they get
yeah.
excited about, but just like not so like not you or me that could get excited about different games and want to get the console with the game, you know. But if 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 they worked perfectly for longer, I don't know if the majority of people would even buy a different console.
See, I feel like with consoles, for the PC folks, doesn't really matter.
Uh-huh.
But for consoles, I feel like the yeah, I feel like, and I still believe this, if you take care of it, it will last
Hmm.
forever.
Uh-huh.
Maybe if you don't play as much as I do back in the day,
Right.
I still play a lot.
Yeah.
But but like again, like an average person, and
Hmm.
like I feel like you could have it forever. And I feel like they make the new consoles just to performance upgrade. You know?
Yeah.
Like
Uh-huh.
I
For sure.
really believe like they market it as yes, it will last forever, but it won't support it won't run at 4K and it doesn't
Right.
support
Hmm.
Halo
Yeah. Right.
whatever the
They
new
give
ones
you,
come
yeah.
in.
Right.
Dude,
Yeah. Because it's
that's
not necessarily the same as like iPhones, you know?
no,
Like it's
iPhones
not like because, you know,
I feel
iPhones will
like I
make up stuff, you know?
this is my opinion. You might agree
Oh
with
boy.
me.
Oh boy.
I feel like Apple, because it makes sense to me. Because you have to admit, the geniuses at Apple, they could make a phone that will last 100 years.
Oh, yeah.
Just give them
Yeah.
2 years, and they'll do it. But
Yeah.
what I feel like what they do is they just slightly upgrade it, like every year,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
charge it like three
Here's
times
my
more.
thing. I think with the amount that they upgrade each phone every year,
It's
I
not worth
think
it.
it's more like yeah, it's more like every 3 years there's enough of a jump between three iPhones that I
Yes,
would say they could release one every 3 years and it would be a
maybe
significant jump.
maybe even 4 years,
I don't know. I mean,
maybe
depending on how
5.
big of a jump you would want to make,
Yeah,
like
but
because
like,
you could, yeah, but like the
can you
difference
name a difference
between
with the iPhone 11 or the iPhone
no,
X
I
and the
can't.
iPhone 11? There's no
Like I
difference.
can't at all. I can't at
Like
all. Like
someone
it's
will say,
crazy.
"Well, there's another camera that zoom." I'm
Yeah,
like, "Yeah,
yeah.
if you're a
When have
photographer,
you used that? Yeah,
you have a camera.
yeah.
If you're an average
If it
person,
matters to you,
like,
there's no reason. There's no reason. Like
but
I think,
Apple, if
yeah,
you want to sponsor us, we will
right.
take back
Absolutely. I
like
will shut up right now.
this
I will
this
shut up right
episode will
now.
be deleted,
Oh yeah.
will not be
Yeah.
found.
I'll sign a non-disclosure anything.
You
I will
know,
sell out
just
so fast. I will sell
you
out
don't really have
so
to pay
fast.
us. You could just like give us
Shout us out.
stuff.
Give us a follow on Instagram or something like that,
No,
and
no, no. Like
I'm
I
deleting
need some
it.
Apple products, like I got it.
Hmm. Hmm.
I feel
You
like
don't think the
Apple.
Apple Clout is worth it?
I have one, and no, I have a Google. An Apple would be better than a Google. Yeah. But I feel like Apple, because I love the AirPods. I mean, like
Yeah.
I got these, like
Airbud is the dog
yeah,
that plays basketball.
dude, that's what they should do. That's what
Do what? What are you proposing right
hearing
now?
aids for dogs. Airbuds.
That is the most unnecessary thing.
But
Airbuds. They
there's
need
those
to.
crazy
Oh
pet
man.
owners and
Oh yeah.
vets.
My grandma would buy them. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Uh huh.
Apple,
Yeah.
$1 million idea,
There's
probably
something.
like a
Yeah.
no, I would say maybe $1 trillion idea.
Yeah. I don't know.
I
Like
mean, I
I gotta
mean,
say, there's something about like suburban moms and their crusty little white dogs
that's
that
just your
should not be
grandma.
living. That's okay. That's my grandma. That's
That's
my
just,
mom. That's okay. Maybe it's
dude.
might be just my family, but I feel like
Okay,
there's
first,
just every white suburban family has the white dog that should not be alive. You know, like that's just on its last legs. Because I feel like every house I go to just has this like they'll have like a cute They'll like have a cute dog
And
sometimes,
then a golem.
and then just yeah, you just hear like dragging, and just a
Dude,
dog has like
no
two working
offense.
legs.
How the heck is Zeba still alive?
I don't think she
She
is. I'm
she
convinced she's
looks
dead.
like she was resurrected in Pet Cemetery.
Honestly, she
And not
was,
not
I
just
think.
recently. Like it's been like this for the
Oh
last five
wow,
years.
it's been a long time. Zeba, if this was the wild, it would have been her time a long time ago.
A
It
long time
a
ago.
long time ago. There's
Long
she
time ago.
cannot defend herself.
Same with my
She's
dog.
yeah,
I mean,
like
he looks cute, but he's loud.
yeah, like my so I have two dogs. I have one really gorgeous mutt named Gracie, and she's young and energetic and very sweet and cuddles and all sorts of great stuff.
And bites.
And
Well,
then
nibbles.
yeah, and bites. And right, she's got a little bit of pit bull in her. But I also have this crusty little white dog named Zeba, not zebra, Zeba, which is I think Arabic,
Okay,
Persian. It's Persian for beautiful. I don't know. It's really ironic. I don't I don't know. But
who named
that
it? Who
dog,
named the dog?
my grandma,
She has a
when it
sick
was
sense
a
of
when it
humor.
was a, I know it's just rude. It's just rude is what it is. But Zeba um lost all of her fur like 5 years ago and has gained some of it back.
Dude,
I
her
don't know.
legs look like
Yeah.
eaten chicken wings. Like it's just bones.
It's just bone. It's bone and
That's what
tendon is all it
no, they
is.
look like chicken leg, like
Yeah.
just straight off
Hmm.
a chicken.
Yeah. Yeah. So that dog, I I believe. I mean, so Gracie is not a rescue. Her mom was a rescue, and so I think Gracie's got a little bit of street dog in her. Like she could survive in the wild.
Yeah, for a little bit.
Zeba, I don't think Zeba could make it off of our street. I think probably a
Yeah.
hawk would just ah, and just come and just take it.
Okay, I will say that my Ollie, my dog, well, my sister's
Hmm.
dog. There's some days I love him, and I'll be like,
Hmm.
yeah, he's my best buddy.
Hmm.
Every other day, I don't want him.
Yeah, I still think it's crazy. I remember when you got Ollie. I still think of him as like this newborn puppy.
Dude, I mean, when we first got him, you could, I was there, but now he
Yeah,
barks. Dude,
it's just annoying. He's
dude,
just a grumpy old man.
Landry had to leave for a birthday party or something like at 6:30 in the morning on a Saturday,
Hmm. Hmm.
and the dog was barking. I was about to
No,
load
no
this.
sleep for Sam.
I was about to load this up.
No, Sam, you can't talk about that.
Yes, I can.
Oh my
But
goodness,
dude, but like he thinks
that's
he's a
rough.
lion,
Hmm.
but he's really a weasel.
Yeah. Sometimes I like to think about, okay, if you were fighting an army of rabid ollies, how many would it take to kill you at once? At once.
Are we
Because
talking about?
one, because here's the thing, I know you love your dog, but if Ollie turned evil and you had no choice, you could punt that thing into Wisconsin, right?
Yeah.
So that is not a hard thing. How many of those tiny little wiener dogs would it take to
Well,
kill
I
you?
feel like rabbit or not, he's still a wimp.
Ooh, okay. What if they turn just vicious,
Oh, I mean,
vicious killing machine?
I
Same physical. I
see.
mean,
If I'm being honest, I see
but here's the
one,
thing.
two, three, four, five,
I'm okay, but you have to reload. I'm
six.
saying all at once. I'm saying all at once.
Well, I mean, I
You
got
can so
so I can get a shot off with this real quick,
uh-huh.
and with the bow, I can just use it as a bat, and then my big
Uh-huh.
knife. You know, it's just
That's not an answer.
this is
How
gonna be the
many?
first
How
one
many
that's
would it
legit
take?
demonetized by
This is
YouTube.
gonna get demonetized. Not that we were making any money, but it's
No,
gonna get
no, but this is
demonetized,
like
right?
this is gonna be the one that YouTube sees and be like, yeah, no.
Mm-mm, no, it's we're gonna symbolically demonetize this.
Okay, I
It's
feel
not
like we
gonna
should
hurt
just
anybody
move
though.
on,
Okay.
dude. But like,
Oh man.
man, How much
Okay,
time
well
has it been?
let's move to 10-year-olds. How many 10-year-olds would it take to kill you?
Uh,
Evil, rabid 10-year-olds.
this isn't any better.
Mix of this is a
Oh,
mix of
this kind of
boys
reminds
and
me of
girls.
a question. So I don't remember who asked this question,
Hmm.
but the person who answered had the best answer. It
Okay.
was, would you rather run over three kids or hit your dog with a car?
Oh, what?
And the best answer was, are we talking about like three Jacob Centauras?
Such a oh man,
I'm like,
that's a little bit
yeah,
out of
yeah,
pocket,
yeah, yeah.
but
Dude, what the
okay,
heck has
yeah.
he been up to?
I don't I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know,
I
and I
couldn't
don't
tell you.
care. I don't care.
I'm not
I
yeah, I'm
couldn't
not
care
in
less.
that sphere of media. I don't know.
Oh,
I
speaking of
yeah.
celebrities that are kind of like, what's going on? I mean, I guess Jacob Sartorius is not a celebrity anymore. But you know the person who played as Kitty Pryde in the X-Men movies?
Yes. Yes, I know what you're talking about.
She's a man now.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah. Yeah.
When I found that out, I was like, well,
Mhm.
it was a matter of time.
Yeah, it came out as trans. Yeah. It's man, yeah, like that I don't know. I feel like
Eh, I mean,
I'm
at this point, I'm like, whatever, you know.
yeah, I don't know. It just that my perspective on stuff like that is changing a little bit, I think. Um it's
I mean,
I don't know, like
yeah,
not that not that I like I don't feel like I need to be connected to that community to
no,
basically
no,
have a
no,
little bit
no.
of compassion, but just like I don't know,
Uh,
man, like it's got to be hard to feel that way, you
yeah.
know?
Uh, I will say there was one day, some people were making fun of a minority. I'm not gonna say which one,
Mhm. Mhm.
but I think it was a video I saw. But it was like someone stood up and said, "Yeah, you're a Christian, right? You don't believe in what he believes, so help us do this." And he just
Uh-huh.
said, "Whoever cast the first stone." Like he
Uh-huh.
quoted
Yeah.
that, and I
Yeah.
legit just went, like I legit felt like Jesus just slapped me on my face. I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah. Yeah,
that's
I
right."
don't know. It's a little bit of it, honestly, is I love OBU. But it's a really conservative school that I've gone to, and it's opened my eyes just because I don't know, like college students are dumb, no matter what your beliefs
Yes.
are. You know, college students are dumb. And just seeing how hurtful it can be, you know. And so whether you think it's right or wrong, or whether you know
Support it or don't.
are in support of it or whatever,
My
I
thing,
just think it's got to be so hard to live in the world that we do right now and feel that way, you know,
yes,
that it's got to be such a tough situation to be in.
yeah. But like my thing is like I don't support it, but I'm not gonna go out of my way and be against it. You
Yeah.
know?
Uh-huh.
And I
and
mean,
and
there was a there was
I
a
would rather what are you saying?
I remember back in eighth grade, seventh grade, I kind of got a little popular and a little hated from a tweet I said.
Oh.
It was talking about like neutral bathrooms,
Hmm.
and I don't know, like I wasn't thinking, but I still feel like my points stand, especially
Hmm.
back then when everything
Hmm.
was kind of first happening. Like,
Yeah.
because no one really understood, and I still feel like to this day, not many people understand all the communities.
Hmm.
But like, my thing was like, I didn't want like a 40-year-old man going into a women's room with a bunch of kids.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah. Hmm.
I said something like that.
Hmm.
And I remember like a bunch of guys like, yeah, I totally agree. And then like for girls in middle school, I can think of one. You probably know who I'm talking about.
Hmm.
Uh, she she replied to that with so much hate and blocked me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know me with
And here's
social
the thing.
media, like I'm on it for like a week and then I'm off of it for like 2 months.
Right, exactly. And
Like,
so yeah,
I think
I get that.
I posted that tweet and I think I deleted the app. I was like, I don't feel like Twitter anymore.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And so I don't know. I think there's room for a discussion like that.
not on this podcast because we're both
Not
idiots,
a right, but
and
I
not
think
during a presidential debate, as we can tell
yeah.
from the last two.
Hmm. I just yeah, and so I think that there's lots of different opinions about it, and it gets really heated. I think I would rather err on the side of let's have a conversation after we establish the fact that I love you and support you as a human being. And then we
Yes,
can have a conversation about what we think about the
and
the current situation.
I just think back, uh, and yes, this is gonna sound very religious,
Hmm.
but I mean, Jesus taught love.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Hmm.
yes, I don't understand it, but
Hmm.
I'm not gonna hate you because like, let's say you're okay. I almost said something very political, but let's say you're for
Hmm.
one thing and someone's against the other thing. I'm not gonna hate you because we're disagreeing.
Right.
As a person, I might disagree with your idea, but I'm not gonna hate you at your core. You know?
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, and there's lots of issues right now that are really hot, and I have
But okay,
very strong opinions about a lot of them.
I will.
You know.
I'm gonna use an example, Kevin
Hmm.
Spacey. But if
Hmm.
you use that as an scapegoat for all the
Hmm.
crappy stuff you've done,
Yeah.
you'll get like I'm not gonna feel much remorse for you.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And so the the hard thing is, so I mean, right now I'm trying to make it a point to not be entrenched into my ideas, and growing in how I see my interactions with those communities and things like that, and try to understand life from their point of view.
Hmm.
But I think even before you get to what your opinion on the subject is, I think what we have to do as Christians is there's room for a lot of different beliefs in Christianity. Like I don't think Christians should look like each other at all.
No.
Um, I think the church needs diversity for it to stay healthy.
At the same
But I
time,
think that
it doesn't. You can't lose your way.
right, but
Like
yeah, and so but I think the I
that
think what you're
came out
saying
really
and what I agree.
that
No,
sounded really bad. But
right, no, but I get what you're saying. Like what we have to hold to is we have to start with love, and that's what we should
yeah, that's
all
what I'm
look the
saying.
same on, right? We shouldn't have diversity in how much we love people, right? Like that should look the same across Christians. Like whether you have different beliefs in if something's okay or if something's healthy, it's like the thing that we should look the same on is how we look like Jesus, how we
Yes.
love people. And then we can be really diverse in what we think, because we're
Hmm.
humans. But I think the thing that we have to do better as Christians
Is be
is starting with acceptance and love,
yes, because
you know.
and we're talking about we're both from Oklahoma,
Hmm.
a very conserved, old-fashioned state,
Hmm. For sure. Yeah.
and I just feel like we definitely need to start with love
Yeah.
and work from there.
Hmm.
But like I feel like when someone like comes out, you can't say, "Oh," I feel like you can't say, "Oh, Jesus doesn't love you," because that's so not true. Jesus loves you.
Right. Yeah.
God
Hmm.
loves you. Is it a sin? It depends on who you ask. And depends what
Right.
the Bible you read.
Right.
But I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah. And I think that there are different things
I
that
feel like
basically.
I feel like this is gonna come back at us like 10 years from now. Be like these guys are anti. Like no, like we're just
No,
having.
I mean maybe, but I hope that there's room for a conversation about it. Like
Mhm.
because I think it's important as Christians to be vocal about what we think God is telling how we think God is telling us to live, but at the same time knowing that we're not perfect in our interpretation
Yes.
of the Bible, and
I
not calling somebody evil
yeah.
for for doing what they think God is telling them to do, you know,
Yeah.
and in that type of I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna nip this topic in the bud because
Uh,
I'm just gonna leave it at this. Follow Jesus' example.
mm-hmm.
Love everyone. Be op- be open minded,
Mm-hmm.
but love first.
Yeah.
And whoever not sinned may cast the first stone.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what it boils down to. Yeah,
So
I agree.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to talk about one more thing before we wrap this up.
For sure.
When do you think COVID's gonna end?
Oh, I don't know. I think there's a lot of progress with the vaccine. I think it's going to take a long time for that to get to everybody, though. I think so. Did you hear that they're already giving it out in Europe?
I did hear about that, and I heard about Russia,
Yeah, so
but
they're already giving it out in the UK
mhm,
is what I'm seeing. And so I think it's the FDA has the vaccine in their hands right now and they just have to approve it for it to be released.
I kind of have an inside source.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yes,
All right.
I'm not gonna say who it
Mm-hmm.
is because
Mm-hmm.
you know who it is.
I know who it is. Yeah.
Yeah, but
And
I asked.
I bet I've heard the same thing from my mom, but
Oh yeah, yeah,
you
your mom's
can
in the
yeah.
medical field too.
Mm-hmm.
But a vaccine showed up. Not vaccine, but a container FDA approved showed
Mm-hmm.
up at their place of work.
Mm-hmm.
No idea what it was. It was approved the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And there's two vaccines out there in the
Uh-huh.
United States.
Mm-hmm.
One of them it has a 94.5 success rate, and the other one
Mm-hmm.
has a 95% success rate.
Ooh, that's really good. Yeah.
That's better than the flu shot. The flu shot has
Yeah,
a
that's
40%
amazing.
chance. So,
Yeah.
and uh, when I asked him the question, like when my brother asked him, I should say,
Mm-hmm.
he said earliest May
Mm-hmm.
because it has to come out in waves.
Mm-hmm.
So the
Right, because
first,
they're going to give it to medical professionals first. Is who they're going to get it
from
out
what
to in the first batch.
the my source told me,
Mm-hmm.
I want to say his name because I hate saying my source, but I don't want this to come back to him in any
Uh-huh. Right, you're right. Yeah,
in any
that's fine.
negative way.
Mm-hmm.
But he was saying like the people that works at retirement homes will get them
Yeah.
first.
Uh-huh.
Then first responders, police, firefighters, EMTs will get
Mm-hmm.
them second.
Mm-hmm.
Doctors and nurses will get them third.
Yeah,
They
I
might
think
those two might be
right.
switched, but
Well, so
I
the interesting. So I don't know what he's going off of. I think it might be he's talking about what Oklahoma might do, but I think
yeah,
so.
yeah.
States are going to be able to decide who get the vaccine first. Like
Mhm.
it's going to be given to states, and then
But I
states
could be
regulate
wrong
who gets
about.
it.
I know for a fact, number one, the first wave is going to people who worked in retirement homes. That just makes the most
Yeah,
sense to me.
because yeah, so the FDA has or the CDC has basically recommended because it's up to the states, but they've recommended that the vaccines go to nursing homes and hospitals first,
Hmm.
and
Because
then you keep and then you go
then
out from
it
there.
has to be first responders. If they're not second, they have to be third.
Hmm.
Just because
Yeah, yeah, just public servants. Yeah,
they deal with us.
hmm right, and they're interacting with everyone in the
Hmm.
community, right,
And
and
it's hard
so
for
it's
them
not.
to.
Yeah.
And I I feel like as a police officer, I'm not saying I'm a police, but I'm saying like I feel like it's especially with this year with
Hmm.
a lot of the stuff that has happened. It's kind of hard for a police officer to pull someone over for speeding with a mask
Hmm.
on
Yeah.
and
It's tough.
so I feel like that.
It's tough to yeah, especially if you're dealing anybody like a police officer or an EMT or anybody like that that's interacting with the public in like non-optional ways. You
Mhm.
know, they
I
it's
feel
going to
like
be
it's
really hard
just
to follow COVID
yeah.
guidelines. You know.
And then I believe the last wave is teachers and students.
Hmm. Yeah,
But uh
and so I don't think like you and me will get it for a while.
oh
Like,
no 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 no
and yeah,
no.
but I think people like your source, people like my mom, people like nursing home people,
Or
like they'll
definitely
get it
like,
first. Yeah,
yeah, they have to. They
yeah,
have to.
hmm yeah, because they're the people that are interacting with actual COVID patients the
But it's
most.
crazy that they're predicting earliest is May. That's
hmm
like,
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
saying that's too soon, but at the same time, like, that's just
yeah. I think
weird.
I definitely think even if they magically had a billion vaccines that they could give out, I think just for enough time of like herd immunity to build up for things like that to happen, um, for people to actually go get it, I think it's going to take a while, even if the vaccine's completely ready. Because there are a lot of
And
people who don't want to
and
take it. There are a lot of people who
that's what I was
can't.
just about to say. I was about to say
Yeah.
we live in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Two
And they're
days
like, I
ago,
don't
I
want the
saw people
microchip in my blood.
exactly.
Yeah.
Uh,
hmm
Someone asked me when the 700 Club story hits, like, were you vaccinated as a child, and is that what caused your heat stroke? Like, I just blocked them, but
You're like, get out
because
of my
I
face.
was
I
just
don't.
saying like
Uh,
I've been vaccinated, and those have saved my life more times than not. I feel
exactly.
like,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. The reason those things aren't problems in the U.S. is because we vaccinate.
yeah,
Like, yeah. But
but
yeah. So I think it's on the horizon. I don't think it's going to be
but it's
years, but I think
but
it'll definitely be a while.
I feel like the vaccine earliest would be May, but
hmm
that's May is not going to be the month where everything goes back to normal.
Right.
Like
Right.
it, I feel like everything goes back to normal. I feel like restaurants. I feel like businesses are still gonna have people, the employees wear masks
hmm
for sure. I feel like movie theaters, if they have a chance to come back. Oh, that's
hmm
another topic I have. God dang it. Uh, went on the whole event about Jesus' love, but
Right. Darn it, wasting time.
darn it.
It's ridiculous.
Maybe next week.
Uh,
It's not that big of a topic. I might just scoot in, but like I feel like some places need to have mandatory mask.
uh Yeah,
Okay,
I
but
agree.
to the quick movie topic, just
Yes.
quick. Like this might not take like 2 minutes.
Okay.
HBO Max,
Uh-huh.
Warner Brothers has stated that the 2020s and 2021 movies
hmm
are releasing on HBO Max and in theaters on the same day.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. It's probably gonna
I
hurt like theater sales, you know what I mean?
a
But
hundred percent,
that's
but
gonna hurt theater sales, but I think it'll move into like I think that's what it's going towards
like
anyway. You know what I mean?
I love going to the movie theaters.
This
I
is
miss
okay.
it.
This is my father.
Hey Andy.
Sam,
Hey,
He misses you.
I miss you, Sam.
I miss good old
What are you up
Sam
Norman.
says
to?
hi. He misses good old Norman.
Yeah.
Norman misses you.
Yeah.
It's not the same without you.
Yep.
Jake,
You
you
know,
look
Jake, it's still
comfortable.
ticklish.
Nope. Yeah. Go ahead and get off. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna break mom's chair. I should. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, I think we're about to get off anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But as a Gunnar hates that idea because he loves the movie theaters more than anything.
Oh yeah.
But
It's a fun experience.
as a business, Warner Brothers, Marvel, whatever, the
hmm
every day they're not releasing a movie that they already made, they're losing money.
Yeah. hmm I agree.
So
I think that's the direction that the industry's going. I think, I mean, a few movies did that at the start of COVID, like the Trolls movie, released online
yeah.
when instead of going in theaters, and they made more money than they projected to make in theaters
hmm
on with their online deals and
But
renting and
like
stuff. So
my thing is
it's,
like it's hard for the big movies, you know?
uh-huh,
Like if you
yeah,
said, yeah, the only way to watch Avengers Endgame is to buy it on digital
hmm
and then a couple months later you can watch it in theaters. I might wait.
uh-huh, yeah, for the
I have to
experience,
wait.
for sure.
But I feel like that's where we'll stop it at.
hmm
We've been going for about an hour. So thank you all for watching Reliving the Glory Days podcast. Just remember, we are in the glory days. I'm bringing that back. So have a great one. Stay safe. And if you got offended, Sorry.
God loves you. You know.
I love you. Subscribe. Have a good one. Follow us on Instagram at reliving the glory days _podcast.
Yep.
Everything should be in the description below. Have a good one. We are in the glory days.